first verse, and then nobody will complain.
No.
Huh?
This kind of mind complain.
Okay, do Arti. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, jai Shri Ram. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gura Chandi Hare
Srimad Srila Gauravinda Goswami Maharaj ki Nityela Purishnu Vishnu Padashtu Tasat Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki Nityela Purishnu Vishnu Padashtu Tasat Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki Nityela Purishnu Vishnu Padashtu Tasat Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Nityela Vishnu Vishnu Padashto Tasat Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj ki Jagat Guru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Prabhupada ki Mahabhagavat Srila Gokisha Das Babaji Maharaj ki Saptam Goswami Sachitanam Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Vaishnava Samuva Shri Jagat Guru Maharaj ki Shri Godavedanta Acharya Srila Baladev Bhushan Prabhu ki Shri Vishwan Shagavati Thakur ki Shri Narottam Srinivasam Bhavadvai ki Shri Krishna Savya Goswami Prabhu ki Prem Se Karu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhattavrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopal Bala Savatmaka Shri Vajramdal ki Shama Kun Hada Kun Yamuna Ganga Tulasi Prithivi-devi ki Samaveda Bhattavrinda ki Gopi Mahadev ki Shri Purnamasi Vrinda Devi ki Harinam Sankirtan ki Gaur Premanam
Sita Devi ki
Jai.
Jai Jai
Shri
Radhe. Jai.
नमस्ते गाता वन गोस्वामी महाराज की भक्तिवेदांता पर्वत महाराज की
Om Vrindavi Namo Namah Vancha Padurvasya Viva Sindhu Bhavevacha Sanam Pavane Namo Namah.
Yeah, this way one. Yes. Can you help him?
I usually decorate more.
Yeah, the clock. J'ai pas entendu là. J'ai pas entendu. Vani Madhuri.
do some around underneath the eyes as well.
Huh?
Do you want on the throat? Mark on the throat?
You want me to get another tea line?
Very well.
No, I go with what I understand. I don't mind when I
Yeah, I was thinking you told me to start. To finish. Okay, sí. Very good. Sí, I need a this way.
This one? They have on her because Yoga Maya, maybe you want to use Yoga Maya, she I'm going to this one, the mic stand. I'll just sing part of it. Jayanila Premadana Karuna Prachoda Jayanila Premadana Karuna Prachoda Hino Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur
Jnanatmirandasya Jnananjana Sharakaya Chakshurmiritamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurave Gurachandaya Radhikaye Tadave Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. So Sita, Devi Dasi, she disappeared from this world about 2 weeks ago.
27.
What?
27.
8 days. And she was like my sister almost. Not my sister, my daughter. Malati, she introduced her to this bhakti cult, and she came to see Sripad Maharaj in our house many years ago, and she took Harinam and then Diksha later. She did four Vrindavan parikram, one parikram also of Mayapur and Jagannath Puri. She was very in a serving mood. She was always bringing food and always making sure everybody had something to eat. She was always smiling. And 2 years ago she told us she had breast cancer. And so she decided to do this chemotherapy. That was her decision. And at the same time it was just this COVID pandemic. So it was not easy for her and even for us to go visit her. But nevertheless, she came, she was still coming to our program. And this last 6 months, it was harder. She was hoping always to get better, but the news were not good. The cancer has spread. So she was attending to our program online by Zoom. Sometimes she was lying down on the bed and you could hear her sing the bhajan. Then 10 days ago, she had a breakdown. She had to go to the hospital. Malati was in the south because there was a program. So I went to see her in the hospital. She's Russian from origin and she stayed here in France for many years, but she had forgotten the French language. But when I came, she somehow it came back to her, and she was happy that I came. And 3 days later, then she fell like in a coma. And I also came again, and then Malati, she was there to help her depart from this world. She called our Guru-dev in England, and Maharaj talked to her, even though she was semi-conscious. But she had a really glorious departing, hearing the holy name from Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, having tulsi leaf in her mouth and Ganga water in her head. And she made a wish. She wrote a wish 2 years ago, 1 year and a half ago, that if she was going to depart, then her ashes should be brought to Yamuna or Ganga. She didn't tell our family in Russia that she had this disease. One reason is because she was afraid that they were going to bury her. And so she wanted this cremation, so her ashes will be in the Yamuna and Ganga in the proper rite. and she also asked us to bring our son, 25 years, who is not a devotee, who is not interested at all, but she wants him to come to India, go visit Vrindavan, pay obeisances to the different temple, see Sripad Bhaktivedanta, Bam Maharaj or Gurudev, and he agreed to do this. So we'll see how easily it goes. Of course, Malati, she knew her very well. As I said, she was there to help her depart. So I think she has she will have something nice to say about Sita. Like this song was singing, where is my Swarup Damodar, where is my Rupa Goswami, where is Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. They have all departed. Where is Gauranga Mahaprabhu? They have all departed. And the departure of a devotee is always something missing, even if that devotee is not Maha Bhagavat. We are the same family. It's Chaitanya's family. And so we should cherish one another. Not think that only my guru is worthy of worship and all the others, they don't really matter. This is wrong thinking. Actually everybody matters, and this is also the wish of the guru, that we take care of each other. We should have compassion for every living entity. What to speak of a god sister or niece or aunt, very precious. And the ego shouldn't have anything to play here. You know, I am senior, or I am more this and more that. This has nothing to do with it. Sita, she was a great devotee, good devotee, and we are happy that she departed in such condition and that such blessings, and sad because it was suddenly. And it was just one day, a few days before Maharaj came. See, she wanted to see her Gurudev. She hadn't seen him for 2.5 years, and she was so happy, but it just didn't happen physically. So, Sita Devi, Dasi ki.
Om Gyanati Viramdasya Gyanam Shalake Chakshuru Miritam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kramim Bharati Swapanam Tikam Shri Guru Vandana Kori Kanara Charana Hori Shri Bhakti-vedanta Prabhupada Arayata Shiksha Guru Savivam Shakapataru Kripa Kuroku Chakatishan. So I did not have the chance to be so much in the company of Sita Devi, aside from the regular gathering of the Paris Sangha from time to time. But she was really a jolly person, always bright face, like a sun. She was blonde, so she was very jolly and happy always, and she would like to joke, and she would always bring for our sanghas the feast always some very fancy cakes. That's what I can remember the best. The fancy cakes, very delicious, very delicate, a lot of work, and she had to bring them by metro to the other side of Paris. She was living in the west going to Prakashat Mahaprabhu, Viraha-tithi place, she had to cross the whole Paris with special bags to carry her astonishing cakes. And when we were a lot, she was looking for many devotees, so it was big cakes in the metro. So that she was the kind of person, like Prakashat Mahaprabhu said, she was always in a very nice mood of serving. Like so many devotees, they like to cook for the assembly of devotees, so she was always happy to cook very beautiful cakes. And like this, she was making everyone very happy. It was always delicious. She never missed it. So that apart from those little anecdotes, incidents in the Mahaprasad Seva, I don't have specific remembrance. Always very joyful and very enthusiastic, very determined, because she was elderly, I mean not very elderly, but maybe 50 something? 52. So she joined maybe in the middle of her 40s, but she was very enthusiastic and determined. That's an excellent quality for a mother who was working full-time in big stores in Paris, but she was very strong in her bhakti, very determined, and always in that mood of service. She's very excellent to want to please the devotees. Yeah. So we are celebrating her disappearance, and now she's certainly in an excellent association, continuing to progress in pure bhakti to attain the ultimate goal, the lotus feet of Radha, Shyam, Sundar. Jai Sita-devi, Ki Jai, Vanchakapataro Yashtakri Sindhya Patitana Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha.
Marishi. Marishi.
À la fin, j'ai vu la fille qui a un cerise, la fille qui a un cerise.
Ah ouais. On était, je vais en français, on était très proches, mon épouse et moi-même, la Devi Parvati de Sita. Et Sita-devi, on l'a suivi jusque pratiquement à ces derniers moments. Et encore ces derniers temps, on allait la visiter où elle habitait, en 16e. Et elle était toujours très enthousiaste, malgré... Bon, bien sûr, elle nous parlait un petit peu de sa maladie. Et quelquefois, elle avait des hauts et des bas. Mais elle était toujours très enthousiaste, toujours très joviale, toujours très forte. Alors, dernièrement, on a organisé en France on n'a pas une association, c'est qu'on l'a déjà, mais on avait organisé un mouvement pour aider les dévots ukrainiens qui souffrent actuellement à travers l'Europe. Et elle s'était proposée de traduire, en fait. Parce que comme on avait des dévots qui, quelquefois, arrivaient en France par le train ou par l'avion ou par le bus, et on les dirigeait soit à des différentes... C'est ce que faisait surtout Viraha-tithi et Prakashatma. On les dirigeait vers les organismes gouvernementaux pour qu'ils soient pris en charge, en essayant, s'ils peuvent, être dirigés à un endroit où des vaishnavas vivent pour avoir de l'association. Donc elle s'était proposée de traduire en russe, comme elle était russe, donc elle parlait très bien ukrainien. Je pense qu'il y a une petite différence. Elle s'était proposée d'être là dans notre équipe. Pour dès que quelqu'un arrive, et si nous on ne sait pas parler avec eux, et ben elle traduisait. Elle traduirait directement, comme ça on pourrait les conseiller, etc. Donc elle faisait partie de notre équipe. Elle était très joviale, très forte là-dessus. Puis bon, elle est très concernée parce que bon, elle est d'origine matériellement russe. russe, ça l'a touché beaucoup, quoi, ce conflit dans le monde actuellement et qui touche beaucoup nos Vaishnavas. Hein. Je pourrais revenir dessus plus tard avec certains d'entre vous. Alors, elle avait aussi, comment dire ça, je suis en charge en France d'un service, d'un seva de parrainage pour les enfants de Vrindavan. Je ne sais pas, certains d'entre vous connaissent, Vrindavan Food for Life, Sandy Palimuni School. Et Sita avait sponsorisé, on va appeler ça adopté, une petite fille depuis longtemps, depuis 2011, de Vrindavan. Alors ce sont des enfants à Vrindavan, vous avez certainement vu, il y a beaucoup d'enfants quelquefois, bon maintenant beaucoup moins, mais qui vivent dans la pauvreté, dont les parents n'ont absolument pratiquement pas d'argent. Et cette école a été faite pour ça, sous l'égide de Srila Prabhupada, disons sous l'inspiration de Srila Prabhupada et Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, de monter cette école pour aider ces enfants. Et donc, j'ai deux parrains qui sont là, Prakashatma et Malati, encore une fois, et puis d'autres parrains qui sont répandus à travers la France, une quinzaine, une vingtaine de personnes. Donc Sita était... Alors, pendant la commémoration de départ de Sita-Devi, Prakashatma, on était au cimetière du Père Lachaise, et il a fait une très belle présentation, et il y avait toutes ces photos qui passaient de Sita que je ne connaissais pas en fait, je savais qu'elle avait été voir l'enfant, mais elle était très souriante, très belle en fait, hein, avec les enfants, et puis bon, Malati qui était sur la photo aussi, Prakashatma, Lila, etc. Donc, elle tenait ça à cœur énormément. C'est vrai, quelquefois, avec mes sponsors, j'ai un peu de mal à les rappeler, la cotisation. Et elle était là. En début d'année, elle m'appelait Marachi, que je t'envoie de l'argent pour aider cette petite, etc. Pour aider ma filleule. C'est des filleuls, en fait. Voilà. Donc, ça a été très apprécié. Et c'est vrai que quand elle est partie, ça nous a fait mal au cœur, ça nous a touchés. Et voilà. Maintenant, je suis sûr qu'il n'y a pas aucun problème pour elle. Enfin, elle retrouvera sa voie spirituelle, elle sera aidée, elle continuera avec toute la bonté qu'elle avait. Et je remercie encore Maharaj de lui avoir donné l'initiation. Elle avait beaucoup d'appréciation pour... Elle me parlait souvent de Maharaj, mon Guru-dev, etc. Elle était très, très dévouée, hein, très alerte. D'ailleurs, dans ses dernières journées, elle écoutait souvent pas forcément les dernières journées, mais les dernières semaines ou mois, elle écoutait souvent les réunions, les groupes WhatsApp avec Maharaj qui parlait d'un endroit ou d'un autre endroit du monde. Elle était vraiment très, très satisfaite de ça. Ça lui a apporté énormément, beaucoup. Voilà, c'est quelques mots je ne veux pas dire en glorification, mais je veux dire en souvenir d'une sœur, d'une amie très chère, qui nous a beaucoup touchés. Je ne connaissais pas les dévots russophones. Ça a été... On a toujours été un petit peu habitués, pas qu'à chez moi-même, mais Maharaj, je connais des dévots dans les années 80 d'origine américaine, parce qu'il y avait beaucoup de nos frères indiens qui étaient là-bas. Et puis quand il y a eu cette révolution, ce changement un petit peu dans le monde, et dans le monde des Vaishnavas, on a tous ces dévots russes qui sont venus et on a appris à découvrir des gens merveilleux en fait, hein, pas forcément comme ils sont vus maintenant, mais des dévots merveilleux. Et donc, Sita-Devi en faisait partie, et ça nous a touchés. Hein? Et Malati aussi, et Malati aussi, qui est très... Et Lila, qui est sa mère, ils sont très dévoués. Ça doit être une particularité des dévots russes, j'ai l'impression. Même Sudadveti Maharaj m'avait parlé que les femmes, les épouses d'abord étaient très dévouées. Il y avait beaucoup plus de femmes que d'hommes, en fait, finalement, en Russie ou en Ukraine. Alors, je reviendrai un tout petit peu sur l'Ukraine, là, à laquelle Sita participait. Et je voulais parler un petit peu aux dévots français, puis d'une manière ou d'une autre, ça fait que je me retrouve assis là avec le micro, et je ne sais pas pourquoi. Et donc, on a monté un petit peu cette organisation, et j'ai envoyé à plusieurs personnes des mails. Bon, je n'ai pas reçu des réponses de tout le monde, mais on est en train de pouvoir aider tous ces dévots qui sont un peu perdus, éparpillés à travers la France. Et apparemment, en Normandie, par exemple, on a un disciple de Guru-dev, un Shiksha disciple de Guru-dev, Sanjeev Panimani, et puis Nitagore Sundar, que certains d'entre vous connaissent, comme l'ex-président du temple de Paris, l'ISKCON, qui s'occupe d'une famille. Et bon, bien sûr, leur périple est désastreux. Et surtout pour des Vaishnavas qui ne s'attendent pas à vivre ce genre de séquence. On en a à Mirpois, Maharaj m'avait expliqué qu'il y a 2 familles actuellement, chez Sadananda, Prabhu, et puis à Rouen, où ils ont 3 personnes, et puis récemment, on vient de m'apprendre qu'il y a une dévote ukrainienne qui est arrivée, il y a plusieurs dévotes qui sont arrivées à Rouen, et puis des dévotes qui sont arrivées à Grenoble. Et j'ai rencontré tout à l'heure une disciple de Guru-dev qui m'a posé des questions, à lesquelles j'ai pu la rassurer un petit peu pour essayer de passer ces épreuves. Voilà. C'était un petit mot. Si vous voulez me voir après, je peux vous donner plus de détails. Et Sita tenait vraiment à ce qu'on fasse quelque chose de positif dans ce domaine. Allez voir, chacun va partager.
Gurave Gurachandaya Radhikaya Devaya Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadvaktaya Namaha Bancha Kalpatrubhya Kripa Sindhukaya Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnava Namo Namaha. Once my Srila Gurudev, Om Vishnupad Shatrashata Shila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, he told us a little story. He was asking us, if there is a little girl living on the street, if it's your neighbor, and she got sick, and she needs lots of money so she could be cured of her disease, what would you do? Srila Gurudev was asking. Would you give all your money to her? Will you sell your house and give it in order to cure this little girl? Gurudev asked of the assembly, and then he answered himself. He said, no, you're not going to do it. But then he said, but if it's your daughter, what would you do? You're going to sell everything. You're going to sell yourself just in order to save your little daughter and to help her to be cured from a certain disease. And then Srila Gurudev said, but why? What's the problem? Why you're not giving anything? You're not ready to sacrifice for that neighbor of yours, yet you do everything for your daughter. He said, because of their relationship, connection, affection, sambandha. Yes. So even though we shouldn't be attached, like Maharaj was saying today, like you still can have your family and you can have your animals, pets, but it's in meantime you shouldn't be attached to them. But me on my level, I'm not there yet. It's really difficult because when you have some relationship, and especially with the Vaishnavas, then you will always be going to feel this separation. And Sita-Devi Dasi, it was very special because I met her, it was 2012 at work. I changed the job and I came to another house and we've met. Well, I learned that she's Russian also of origin, so we spoke in Russian. She shared with me that she's Russian Orthodox, actually, that she's practicing Christian religion in Orthodox branch. And we spoke a lot, and I presented her a little bit my path, which I'm trying to walk on. And somehow, like very quickly, she got interested, and she told me, yes, I have so many questions, and I'm looking, I'm not finding it in my religion of my culture, of my background. And she started asking questions of me with my little capacity. I was presenting whatever I could. Then I invited her for our programs. I introduced her to Prakashatma. She started to ask him so many questions regarding Tattva, Siddhanta, and to understanding like all the existential questions about the Jiva Tattva, about the Krishna. Well, she didn't know about Krishna. She was asking what about Jesus. And when Prakash explained to her that actually Jesus is a Guru Tattva, Jesus Christ is a Guru Tattva, right? She couldn't accept it at the beginning. She was like, no, but Guru is Guru, but God is God. And it took us like many months actually to explain to her the Guru Tattva how important it is that Guru is not just some person, and so it doesn't diminish Jesus if we say that he's a Guru, he's a Mahabhagavat, right? And slowly she started chanting and she came to the program as Prakash said, and I was so happy to introduce her to Shripad Ban Maharaj. She took Harinam in 2013. A year later she got Diksha and we came to Vrindavan for Parikrama. And then she had a few parikramas. We did it together. I remember once it was really special because we were in Radha Damodar in the room of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Prakash gave a little katha talking about Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, and then she had like a nervous breakdown. She started crying and crying. She got so emotional because she really felt the presence of Srila Prabhupada, and then, well, it's my speculation, I'm sorry, it's like an artist probably were going like from her heart, and like she became like so nervous. So Prakash, he told her, okay, now we'll go to Loy Bazaar to calm you down. Buy some saris. This way maybe you will be more peaceful. So we went and we bought her like some clothes, some new clothes. It was her first visit over Vrindavan, and she felt a little happier. So that's just a little story. She was always very inquisitive. She wanted to know. She wanted to understand, and she was chanting. When she got sick, actually, at a certain point, it was very difficult to her because she was always listening. She was always this sangha for the Russian disciples of yours, Maharaj. They all have this, and they're so serious. Every morning they gather together by Zoom, and they discuss Harikatha, and then at the end she was telling me, "I'm listening to my Gurudev," and then I fell asleep because she was not strong anymore. Like her body started to really get weakened. She said, "But then I wake up and I start listening again." So she would listen to your classes maybe like 4 or 5 times in order to get to the end of it. Otherwise, like physically, she couldn't have that strength anymore. Yes, and she made a beautiful WhatsApp group for the vegetarian cooking. So she had like 300, I think, members. Yes, and she was giving beautiful preparations. Like she would make a video, or she would describe the composition of her preparations, and all Russian devotees, they appreciated so much, like all her beautiful recipes. Yeah, and every time, as Marishi Prabhu was saying, we were coming to Sandipani Muni school, and all year before come to Kartik, she would sew the little dolls made of like very soft, made of like silk, to offer to all the girls in school, in this Sandipani Muni school in Vrindavan. Yeah, the little girls, because the adolescents, they don't really play anymore. But since there were many classes of these girls, so she was making like, she would bring like two huge bags, maybe like 200 dolls. She would do like all year round, and then she would bring them all and offer. And all the kids, they were so happy. And she made those master classes for the girls. She would come and she would stay with them like for 2-3 hours, and she would teach them how to make those dolls. And she made like all different manjaris and gopis, like dressing them in different cloth and putting like tilak and decorations. So that was one of her seva. So she was like so engaged, and for her last days we were speaking a lot. We were coming in to see her, of course, and then she was saying, "I really want to see my Gurudev. I said, "You will see." And then finally, when Yamuna said, confirmed that Maharaj will come, I'm calling her. I told her, "Sita, good news. Your Gurudev is coming to Paris." She started crying. She said, "I was praying so much. I was praying, so Guru Maharaj will come." But so you missed her just by few days, actually. Yeah, so it was very special to meet someone like her, and it's really amazing that like she picked up very quickly. She had her doubts, she had her questions, but she was trying. She was trying her best to chant and to serve Maharaj. I know that she was helping Yamuna Dasi with her cooking for Maharaj. She was like very quick in her dealings. Like she was like very smart and very clever to do little things, which would take for me like 100 years too. And separation. What to do when sudden things happens. That's why it's really difficult. We realize when we lose someone, and someone who put his step on this path of Vaishnavism, Gaudiya Vaishnavism, it's really hard to accept this. It's so sudden. But as everybody said, she had a very nice departure. I'm so happy that I was there, because when I came, she was like in a dark room. I think she was waiting for me so I can, so she wouldn't be alone. Because when I arrived, she was all alone there and like half conscious. But she heard you, Maharaj. She has heard I was chanting like all for 3 hours, and Srila Gurudev was chanting Gopi Gita I put for her. She heard, and Mahamantra, of course, and then some devotees also. Anupama Didi saw her by WhatsApp just to say goodbye. Actually, just by her eyes, of course, say goodbye to the person who is still there. And Marishi Prabhu and Rajeshwari, they also by WhatsApp they had a little video meeting with each other. And and she left. I felt when she was leaving. Actually, I really felt it. She opened her eyes like very, very wide, and like just little breathing, and I think like the mouth like that. And I was chanting, and let Gurudev also chanting, and and now she will continue her path. And when we did the ceremony at Père Lachaise, at the crematorium, when everybody entered, because she had some friends, the Karmi friends, who are not really devotees, so but very good friends. Sometimes there are good friends even who are not devotees, very caring, very, very attentive, very available. They took very good care of her as well, not only us. And I put the Gopi Gita of Srila Gurudev, so everybody was listening, Gurudev singing Gopi Gita for the ceremony. And at the end, because they wouldn't understand if I only do ceremony in a Vaishnava way. So at the end, I put the song My Sweet Lord, where George Harrison is singing this beautiful song, and at the end it's Mahamantra also. So everybody heard, and that was the last thing Sita Devi Dasi heard before the cremation. But we're very happy for her, and thank you for your listening, for your time. I know we all want to hear from Maharaj, and by your blessings, Maharaj, she's going to continue her path, and she will meet you again, I have no doubt.
Pas beaucoup d'expérience avec Sita-Devi parce qu'elle est de Paris, moi je suis du sud de la France. Mais bon, ce que j'ai pu voir, ce que j'ai entendu, je confirme aussi, c'est vrai qu'elle était toujours joyeuse, très enthousiaste et toujours prête à servir aussi. Parce que je me souviens d'elle, une relation avec elle, j'avais téléphoné un petit peu quelques temps avant aussi. J'étais très content qu'on puisse s'appeler, qu'on pense à elle. Et oui, elle faisait des bons gâteaux aussi. Voilà, je sais pas. Oui, c'est vrai qu'elle voulait venir à Mirepoix, elle voulait venir s'installer à Mirepoix aussi, dans le sud de la France. Donc. Avec le bureau, c'est vrai. Et puis, Sainte Marie fait des arrangements aussi pour qu'elle puisse rester avec sa belle-mère et pour s'occuper d'elle, parce qu'elle est très âgée et tout. Bon, ça c'est pas fait parce qu'après elle a rechuté et tout, elle est partie. Quand je l'ai appelée, elle était en Bretagne. Et après, bon, pas de nouvelles. Non, je ne garde pas de
Je ne sais pas, notamment, il y avait Sadananda, Sadananda. Il n'est pas là. Tu veux parler? Demain. Ah, t'as le bébé. Quelqu'un pour regarder le bébé?
But the essence I saw with Sita, the first year when she became sick, I saw her, she was very depressed, but she was still chanting and practicing a lot, but still it was difficult for her to digest this disease. And time after time, she could adjust, and this disease become initiatic, means she start to practice. She understand that we can leave this world in any moment, like a drop on a leaf. You know, we can in 1 year or 2 years we can leave this world, and we have to understand this, and it's a witness for our practice as a God sister and God brother to see her example that she becomes more strong and more determined about her practice, and after she was not, maybe from inside she was suffering, but from outside she was much more stronger, and she showed us as an example that she becomes strong, and even it's a paradox of disease. Time after time you become focus on the main goal of our practice. This body everybody will live our body, you know, we are just a temporary body, and main existence is just to worship Radha Krishna and through our Guru there, and and it's what I saw in essence with Sita and also other devotees like this. After sometimes you just focus on our goal, and we don't care about what's happened, you know, if we are going to live or to die. Now we just practice. This body is temporary, so we just go on. That's all. And she was a very, very wonderful example of this, to be determined in our spiritual life.
Shri Gurave Namam Vishnupadaya Pura Prishtaya Putari Srimati Radhika Vanugoswami Tinami Guravi Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadare Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tada Bhaktaya Shri Guru Parampara Ki Jai Vaishnava Thakur Ki Jai. So Sita Devi, she's my god sister. We took Harinam the same day, 6 June 2013, and she was very enthusiastic. Actually, I don't know her so much. What I know is she was very encouraging for me. Each time I saw her how she's very enthusiastic to serve Gurudev with what she has, what abilities she has. She has a gift for making very nice cakes and to delight the devotees. She was very, looking for how to delight the devotee, how to satisfy everyone to be happy. She always has nice things to speak to everyone in every situation. Sometimes I used to feel very bad because I'm very new. I don't know how to serve. I don't know. She has. It's just I'm emotional. I don't have anything. It's just so she has a very nice speech how to encourage, how to make people feel comfortable. She's making everyone feel comfortable. This is also a Vaishnava quality. She has. For me, it's difficult to distinguish who is Vaishnava, what kind of Vaishnavas we have in front of us. But what I realize today is that I don't look everyone enough. I don't look enough the qualities to know what kind of Vaishnavas we have around us. And also I heard from Gurudev because on the occasion of one Krishna Kripa Das Prabhu, his father departed, I heard this day that all people who take Harinam and Diksha from genuine Rasik Vaishnavas, they never perish. So I have faith that Sita Devi Dasi, she will never perish. She will always be in this path because we have a genuine Guru Parampara. So they will all, I think, take care. I have this faith that they take care of her. And I'm actually asking also for her blessings because I consider, I realize she is Vaishnava. I always saw how she has more faith than me in my own Guru. It took many years for me to grow my faith in my own Guru. You tell in the beginning that he took 1 year to explain to her about how to approach Guru, how Guru is not different from Bihari, so we should consider Guru like God. Then in 1 year she accepted this. Myself, I accepted Guru very easily, but it took Harinam. It took many years for me to understand how I approach genuine Guru. It takes many years, and I'm not understanding. So I ask for her blessing, and also I pray Guru Parampara that they take care of her, and I hope genuine Vaishnavas take care of her also, all their intentions. So I pay my pranam to her.
You want to speak? No? Do you want to speak?
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhya raksha patitanam pravanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Shigura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I would like to offer my most humble obeisances and the lotus feet of my Diksha Guru, Srila Bhakti-vedanta Goswami Maharaj, as well as at the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhakti-vedanta Goswami Maharaj, to all Rupa Guru-bhakti, to all my God brothers and sisters, to all my seniors, to Srimati Parvati Maharaj, Srimati Prakashanath Mahaprabhu, Srimati Radhika, and Srimati Prabhu. So it is very difficult to speak, to say something in this situation. I have no qualification to speak, but my dear sister, Sita Didi, she has given me so much love and affection, and I feel so overwhelmed on one side, but at the other side I feel so pushed to honor her extraordinary quality as a Vaishnavi. And I remember when I first met her, it's the first time that I came to Paris with Maharaj, and Adityanasana Prabhu introduced me to her, and he said, she's the disciple of Maharaj and she will be very happy and enthusiastic to serve her Gurudev. And straight away, her heart was completely open. She was so loving, so affectionate, not only to her Gurudev, but to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. From her early morning, she wanted to make breakfast for everybody. So she was making her Russian specialty, blinis or whatever, and she wanted everybody to be fed nicely. Not only her Gurudev, but everybody. Because she was so caring, she had so much love and affection for everybody. And this was something that really touched my heart. I could see that she had so much more devotion and love and affection for everybody that I had myself. So I received so much mercy from her association. She was always there serving with me, not only here in Paris, south of France, but when she was coming to India as well, at the time of Kartik. She was always there with me from very early morning to very late at night. She was always there and making sure that I would be able to, we could do our service together, but also that my health was good and whatever I needed. She was so loving and affectionate. So even at the time of her sickness, she didn't even want to know. She didn't want me to know that she was sick. She was trying to hide it. She was saying, I don't want Yamuna to know, it will break her heart. So for a long time, she didn't want me to know. So this was one of her extraordinary qualities, and during all the time of her sickness, each time that I was asking her how she was always saying, I am okay, I'm fine. She didn't want to talk much about her health situation. So she was showing in this way her very beautiful Vaishnava qualities and her extraordinary way of loving and caring so much for others. And like Srila Maharaj have explained this morning, that Bhakti-devi is completely independent. So in other words, it means that love is beyond justice. In this world, with our material conception, we try to calculate to have the same amount as another person because this and that, but this is all material calculation. We can see that the Vaishnava, they have this extraordinary quality, this generosity, this love and affection, and whoever comes across their path, they want to give so much. We can see how Srila Maharaj is giving so much harikata, so much love and affection to really fill up our heart with this love and affection, and not caring, like Maharaj explained, where we come from, what are our qualifications. In Kali Yuga, everybody is full of faults. What are the good qualities in Kali Yuga? The only good quality, Maharaj has explained many times, is this Harinam Mahamantra. By sadhu sangha, by chanting the holy names, all hopes are there for us. So we can remember Sita Devi in this way, Sita Didi, and we can remember her smile. I think all of us will remember her beautiful smile. It was like the sunshine that was coming in our life from early morning when we saw her. Her love and affection, her determination, her nishtha in her Gurudev. She had so much nishtha for her Gurudev and so much love and affection, and she was contributing also so much. She always wanted to give donation to support Parikram and all the projects. And the last time I spoke to her, it was like Marichi Prabhu said, yes, about her contribution to this project for the Ukrainian devotee in this difficult situation, and she was involved in this project as well.
and she was asking me to share it with everybody. So even though that she was very sick in a very difficult situation, but still her heart was going out for others, and she wanted to continue till the last moment to give this love and affection. And Srila Maharaj, her Gurudev, was with her. Then when just before she departed, the connection was made there. She received so many blessings, and in this way her departure was very glorious in this way. And it's touching my heart very much, because before I met the devotees in my life, I was in this kind of situation with my own sister, who was suffering from cancer, and she didn't tell to help anyone. She was thinking that she could get over it. And when I went to assist her, it was just 2 hours before she departed. And this was really like the waking up call for me to understand that in this life, when we go, there's no time for anything anymore, it's just now. And then I had this very deep inquiring in my heart that I have to find the absolute truth, I have to find the meaning of life, there's no time to waste. So I can see that this situation are repeating themselves somehow and reminding me that even though that it can be very painful and difficult situation, but if we can take the positive aspect of it and the reminding that everything is temporary in this world, and that our only real wealth, like Maharaj was saying, is time and patience, and to follow the signs, and to inquire and look deeply into our heart and take full advantage of sadhu sangha. That is our only saving grace. So Sita Didi ki jai.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Vanchakaputrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. I'd like to offer my unlimited downward pranams to the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Nitya Krishna Vishpada Sutta Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Bhaktivedanta Tripa Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Van Goswami Maharaj, Srila Parvat Maharaj, Shri Prakashanand Prabhu, and to Aisanasan Prabhu, and to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas assembled here on this very glorious day of the opportunity to glorify a Vaishnava and simultaneously to purify my heart, and to realize that all the things that all of you have said and very deep and meaningful. A very difficult time, very difficult thing to do is to glorify a Vaishnava with a heavy heart, to control one's emotion and to offer one's pushpanjali to somebody who has departed, to acknowledge their contribution and to appreciate their presence, and to appreciate their company, to appreciate their association, and also reflect on the fact that we won't have that anymore. We won't have a physical presence anymore. And that is the hard part for any Vaishnava. Because the relationship of one Vaishnava to another is eternal. Especially that the relationship is a spiritual relationship. So as one soul is connected with another soul, as one spirit soul, that is like a part of yourself not being there anymore and not having that association. You can see that our scriptures always talk about this viraha, the importance of separation. And this is one way of, I think, Krishna teaching us a lesson about how to feel separation from him. And Shri Guru, of course, epitomizes that, is the best example of that. Our relationship with Shri Guru is eternal. And therefore, this relationship with another Vaishnava is also eternal. But imagine, like Maharaj was saying this morning, that Shri Guru has more love for the disciple than millions of mothers. So what must Shri Guru be feeling for their disciple when they've departed? It's very difficult to understand that relationship. The spiritual master is also eternal. Janme Janme Prabhu say, prayers in Guru prayers in the morning we sing that my spiritual master, he is my spiritual master birth after birth. So certainly Srila Maharaj has come to Sita-devi to continue to help her, to continue to the next part of her journey. And so this relationship is eternal. So we appreciate that and recognize that and remember her for that. She was always very affectionate to me, very kind, very generous. She treated me like a brother and a member of her family. And she was always, like everyone said, always very happy and very smiley and never had any complaints. So we'll miss her dearly. Vanchakavadruvyascha kripasindhivya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo.
Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikāya Tadāni Krishnāya Krishna Bhaktāya Tadbhaktāya Namo Namaha Vande Gurupada Dandam Bhakta Vrinda Samanitam Sri Chaitanyam Prabhum Vande Nityananda Sahoditam Nandananaham Vande Radhika Charanodayam Gopinam Samajuktanam Vrindavanam Manoharam Tavevasmi Najivami Taya Vina Iti Vijnayate Radhe Tanganayam Charantike Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bhagat Maharaj ki jai.
So first of all, offer my humble, respectful Dhanavad Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta, Om Vishnupad, Ashtutra Satismad Bhakti Vedanta Srivaman Goswami Maharaj, and my Sannyas Guru and Shiksha Guru Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Ashtutra Satismad Bhakti Vedanta Srivaman Goswami Maharaj. Simultaneously offer my humble, respectful Dandavat Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya-lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Maharaj, Srila Guru Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and all senior devotees and faculty. I also offer Dandavat Pranam, Prabhujaran Sripad, Arishnasan Prabhu, Prabhujaran Sripad, Prakashastan Prabhu, and Prabhujaran Sripad, Parvat Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Parvat Maharaj, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis, and presented all of my respectful guests. So today we also celebrating in the Viraha Mahotsav of Sita-devi dasi. We are using two words, Viraha Mahotsav, completely word, contradictory words, viparit sabda. And Viraha means separation. Or Utsav means? Celebration. Utsav. So why Vaishnava they are using this word Viraha Mahotsav? Viraha means Shiva. B means Vishesh, specially. Raha means meeting. That is called special. We are meeting with Sita-devi. That is called Viraha Utsav. All you remembering her sweet memories, your memories, how she was very sweet, love and affection with the devotees, Vaishnavas, and Guru Vaishnavas, so much love and affection. And especially her servitual mood, seva vritti, these are listening. And in our Shastra also explained this way. Kulang pavitrang janani kitartha vasundhara cha vasatischa dhanna sargostito pituru opi dhanna jasya sutang vaishnu nama dhyam. And one who receives Vishnu mantra, he is called Vaishnava. Grihito Vishnu dikha ko Vishnu puja paro nara tasmadu bhito Vaishnava asmadu avaishnava. In this verse, Padma Puran very clearly explains who is called Vaishnava or who is called avaishnava. Grihito Vishnu dikha ko, one who received Vishnu mantra, Gopal mantra, Gayatri mantra, Guru mantra, and he is called Vaishnava. Grihito Vishnu dikha ko Vishnu puja paro naraha. He is called Vaishnava. And those who are not received Diksha, Vishnu mantra, Diksha, they are called avaishnava. Very simple. There are 5 types of upasana, worshipful deities. One is called Shaiva. Shaiva means those who worship Shiva, they are Shaiva. Sakta, those who worship goddesses, Kali, Durga, Shakti Upasana, they are called Shakta. Those who worship Ganesh, they are called Ganapatta. Those who worship sun god, they are called Saura. Or those who worship Lord Vishnu, they are called Vaishnava. Understand? Very simple way explain. You believe or not, all jivas, they are called Vaishnava. Because all the jivas, they are the servant of Lord Vishnu. Jiver Sarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. All the living entities, they eternally the servant of Krishna Das, Vishnu Das. You are not Maya Das, you are not the servant of Maya. So very clearly explained, Jiver Sarup hoy Krishna Nitya. Here Krishna means Vishnu Tattva. So that means actual all you are Vaishnava. Keva mane, keva na mane. Sab Sri Krishna Das. You accept or not, all you are the servant of Krishna, Krishna Das. Do you understand? Actually, all the living entities, they are called Vaishnava. Who is not Vaishnava? Avaishnava. Who is Avaishnava? Everybody is Vaishnava. Keho mane, keho na mane, sab Chaitanya Das. Chaitanya Bhagavad Vrindavan Das Thakur explained, all the living entities, they are the servant of Lord Vishnu. But those who are not saying, I am not the servant of Vishnu, this is their offense. Jagatir Pita Krishna Jena Bhaje Bap Pitridrihi Patakire Tar Janme Janme Tar. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Jagatir Pita Krishna. Krishna is our origin father. Understand? Who is your origin father? Krishna. Jagatir Pita Krishna. Those who not accept Krishna is my father, then Jam Maharaj. Jam Maharaj understand?
Presiding deity of death.
Presiding deity of death will give punishment. Janme Janme Pai Jam Dando. Birth after birth giving heavy punishment. Sab Vishnu Das. But we coming in this material world and completely elucidated by Maya. For this regard we are saying, no, I am not Vishnu Das. I am Maya Das. Actually this is our fault. Krishna Bhuli Sai Jeev Anadi Bahirmukh Atev Maya Tare Day Sangsaradi Dukh. The conditioned soul, Baddha Jivas, they are wandering in the cycle of repeated birth and death. Why? Because they not accept Krishna is our father. Krishna is our mother. When we accept Krishna is our mother and father, there are no problem. जीव कृष्णदास এই বিশ্বাস করলে আর তো মায়ার ভয় নাই. When will the faith will come? I am the servant of Lord Krishna, Vishnu Das, Krishna Das. Here Vishnu means Krishna. Krishna's one name is also Vishnu. Vishnu Das. Brahma, Shiva, all the elevated Vaishnavas, they always chanting Krishna Nam. Brahma japen chaturmukhe, Krishna 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 he, Shiva japen panchamukhe, Rama 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 he. Shivji, Brahmaji, forehead is Brahma. He chants Krishna Nam with his four mouths. Brahma japen chaturmukhe, Krishna 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 he. Shiva japen panchamukhe. And Shivji, he chants Ram Nam, Krishna Nam with his 5 mouths. And Shivji is Vaishnava, Param Vaishnava, great devotee of Lord Krishna. Understand? Those who are chanting Shivoham, Shivoham, then Devi Parvati, she becomes very angry. Understand? Sometimes people are chanting and I am servant of Shiva. Then chanting Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham means what? I am Shiva. Then Parvati-devi, she becomes very angry. So be nonsense. First you chant, I am the servant of Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Understand? Shiva mantra. I offer myself lotus feet of Shiva. Are then chanting her names. Shivoham, I am Shiva. Then Devi Parvati, she becomes very angry. Stupid nonsense. You want to become my husband? So Devi Parvati becomes very angry. Then she took the sword and cut all the heads of the demons. But you are demon. Stupid nonsense. So for this regard, Devi she manifested in the form of Mahakali. Understand? Why? Because she is giving heavy chastisement. Because you will never become Shiva. You never become Vishnu. Your identity is Krishna Das, Vishnu Das. So saying, Jeev Krishna Das bolle to ar ei vishwas. Jeev Krishna Das ei vishwas korle to ar bhoy nai. You will free from Maya. When? If you chant the Vishnu Das, you will think, I am the servant of Lord Vishnu, Krishna Das. But conditional soul, unlimited time, wandering in the cycle of repeated birth and death, completely forget to Krishna. So Guru duty is what? How to remind the jivas. Hey, you are not Maya Das. You are the servant of Krishna Das. And you serve to Krishna, Krishna Seva Vasana. So for the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself told, Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bi Mali Hoiya Sei Bij Kore Aropan Sravan Kirtan Jale Karaho Sechan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself told, wandering the cycle of repeated birth and death, very extreme fortune, living entities, take shelter at lotus feet of Guru, and received mantra. Which mantra? Krishna mantra, Vishnu mantra. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. What is the Bhakti Lata Bij? The seed of Bhakti. That is called Krishna Seva Vasana. They are to serve to Krishna. Not other than this. You receive this Diksha mantra, all these essence of mantras. How your desire will come, serve to Krishna. Krishna Seva Vasana. Conditional soul, Baddha Jiva, they are Seva Vasana, they are to serve to Maya. But Gurudev, he reminds to you, serve to Krishna, Krishna Seva. Because you are the eternally servant of Krishna, Krishna Seva, Krishna Das. You are not Maya Das. So saying, Brahmanda Brahmita Kono Bhagavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. Guru gives this mantra. This mantra means is what? How to serve to Vishnu. How to serve to Krishna. How to serve to Srimati Radhika. Radha Dasham. Morning I told this. Our aim and object is how to serve to Srimati Radhika under guidance of Rupa Manjari or Ananga Manjari. Ananga Manjari is Anugattamai Seva. You understand? Serve to Srimati Radhika under guidance of Ananga Manjari, who is very nearest and dearest younger sister of Srimati Radhika. Very confidential thing. Bhakti-Vinod Thakur, Saptam Goswami, 7th Goswami, Bhakti-Vinod Thakur, he wrote this article. Ananga Manjari is Anugatta Seva. This is very, very confidential. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad very nicely and elaborately explained this tattva. And Sri Krishna Bhavanamrit Grantha, very high class Grantha. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also wrote Ashtakan Lila Grantha, Sri Krishna, what is it called? That Grantha. Govinda Lilamrit Grantha. Govinda Lilamrit Grantha Ashtakan Lila Katha. Or Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad explained Sri Krishna Bhavanamrit Grantha. Sri Krishna Bhavanamrit Grantha. Understand? This is very, very confidential things. Bhakti-Vinod Thakur explained And in Radha Kunda, are the 8 corners of Srimati Radha Kunda, the 8 steps are there. That is called Ashtasakis Kunja is there. Lalita, Visakha, Sudevi, Rangadevi, Tungavidya. Ashtasakis Kunja are there. Are in the middle of Radha Kunda, one very confidential and place in the middle of Radha Kunda. That is called Kankan Kunda. Kankan Ghat, Kankan Kunda. And that is called Sananda Sukhada Kunja. And that is the place of Ananga Manjari. And Srimati Radhika. She always performing sweet Leela. Amongst pastimes with Krishna in that place. So many things also there. Why I am saying these things? Because jivas, these types of rasas, these types of potence in their heart, just associate with sadhu, guru, vaishnava, listen Hari Katha, then slowly it will be manifest. First anartha nivritti, free from anarthas, unwanted things. Anartha nivritti, shraddha, sadhusanga, bhajana kriya, anartha nivritti, then nishtha, ruchi, asakti, then bhav. And when sadhak will come in the stage of bhava dasha, that time he will realize his own sarup. Sarup, understand? Own transcendental consistent form. You have everything. Nitya siddha Krishna prem sadhya kabu noy. Sravanadi suddha chitte karo uday. Just to manifest yourself. How? Listen Hari Katha. Without listen Hari Katha, any method, Bhakti Devi will not manifest in your heart. So saying, Sarvanadi suddha chitte karo uday. Nitya siddha Krishna prem sadhya kabu noy. Sravanadi suddha chitte karo uday. Sravan adi, Sravan, Kirtan, Smaran, Padisman, Archan, Bandhan, Das Sakkatma Nivedam, Navida Bhakti. If you practice Navida Bhakti, 9 limbs of Bhakti, then and it will be manifest. You have already. No one can change. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained when the living entity, jivas, manifested from marginal potency of Lord, Krishna Tasha Shakti. Marginal potency of Lord. And that time you have, that kinds of potential you have. You have everything. Just associate with sadhu, guru, vaishnava and performing bhajan, that will be manifest. No one can change this thing. You have these things. Guru's duty is further. How to give that the seed in the heart of his disciple through the mantra. That is Krishna Seva Vasana. Mantra has own potential there. Mystic power. Mantra means Shiva. Where? Mystic power. Mantra. There. Man, money, mind. Tra means protect. Conditional soul, their minds very flickery, restless, going here and there. But rendering, chanting holy names, chanting Nam mantra, slowly your mind will be controlled. This thing. And then slowly you realize your own transcendental constant form. So this is the process, siddha-pranali. Mahaprabhu explained very clearly, siddha-pranali, for the perfect process, trinad sunicena, tarupa soisnuna, amanina manadena, kirtanya sadahari. Kirtanya sadahari. Nam sankirtan. How will chant Nam Sankirtan? Trinad, very humble, more than a blade of grass. Trinad, Taruva Srishna, very tolerance, as like tree. Or Omani Manadeno, give respect to others, never hankering for your own name, fame, reputation. Then one day Suddhanam will manifest in your heart. Chetu Darpana Marjanam, Bhava Maha, Dabag Nirvapanam, Sreya Kairva Chandrika Vitaranam, Viddavadu Jivanam, Anandamadi Vardang Pratipadang Purnamit Sasadhanam, Sarva Atma Snapanam Param Vijete, Shri Krishna's Sankirtan, Nam Sankirtan. Mahaprabhu said, Nam Sankirtan is powerful. So now coming in this way. Here also explained. Kulang Pavitrang Janani Kitartha Vasundhara Vasatischa Dhanna Sargosthita Pitru Opi Dhanna Jassa Sutam Vaishnava Namadhyam. And ones who receive Vishnu mantra, he is called Vaishnava. Just simple way. If you receive Vishnu mantra, then you are Vaishnava. Then what happened? Kulang Pavitram. His dynasty automatically what? Purified. Lord Nrsimhadev himself told to Prahlad, ask any benediction I will give. Prahlad Maharaj told, I don't want any benediction from you. But Lord Nrsimhadev again and again told Prahlad, ask any benediction I will give you. Then Prahlad Maharaj told, oh, my father disturbed you, so please deliver my father. Then Lord Nrsimhadev told Prahlad, actually we did not ask anything. Because Shastra gives evidence. One who received Vishnu mantra from Guru, and even is the neophyte devotee, Kanishta Adhikari, just receive Diksha mantra from Guru or following the 4 principles, chanting holy names, or receive Diksha mantra. He is called Kanishta Adhikari. That Kanishta Adhikari, neophyte devotee, his 7th generation, how many? 7th generation from his mother side and father side, delivered from this material world. Or if that devotee, that what you call Madhyam Adhikari, intermediate devotee, then his 14th generation, mother side and father side, automatically liberated from this material. Or he is Uttam Bhagavat, then his 21 generation, mother side and father side, they will deliver from the material. Lord Nrsimhadev told Prahlad, you are Uttam Bhagavat. And already your parents, they deliver from them. You ask any benediction. Why I am saying? Here also explain this way. Padma Puran very clearly explain this way. Kulang Pavitrang Janani Kitartha. Then his mother is thinking, I am giving birth to my baby, this my life is successful. If your one son will become Vaishnava, then your life will be successful. Janani Kitartha, Kulang Pavitram, Vasundhara cha Vasatischa Dhanna. And Prithivi-devi will be very happy. If one Vaishnava takes birth, then Prithivi-devi will be very happy. Why? Because Suddha Vaishnava only can purify the Prithivi and all kinds of sinful activities. Vasundhara cha vasatischa dhanna sargostito pitruopi dhanna. And in Sargoloka, heavenly planet, and devatas, they are very happy. They are showering the flowers. And all the 4 brothers, they are very happy. Why? that soon they will be delivered from this material, attend to Vaikuntha Dham. You look at that. Jassa Sutang Vaishnava Namadhyam. Vaishnava. Glorification. Glorification about Vaishnava. So, try to understand what is the meaning of Vaishnava. We are thinking, oh, just he received Diksha Mantra, he is not qualified. You cannot say this one. Sata janmi jopumano vasudevo samarchit tanmukhe harinama tishtanti bharata. Adipuran. Krishna himself told. Sata janmi pumano. 100 births. One who worship Vasudeva Krishna. How many births? 100 births. Then he is able to chant Krishna Nam. Sata janmi jopumano vasudeva samarchit tanmukhe harinama tishtanti bharata. You are chanting holy name. That means many births. You worship Lord Vasudeva Krishna. For this you are chanting holy names. Many people they are going here and there. Karma Yog, Jnana Yog. But those who are very what is called fortune, Subhagyavan, only they will chant holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And you will perform all kinds of deeds. Understand? How many dates have you? Devorsi bhutapto nrinang pitrinang na kinkorora nam amrin charajanam sarvatmanam ja sarannam sarannam gato mukunda parihita kartavam. Devarin. All we have Devarin. Devarin, understand? The dates of demigod. Devarin. Water is coming from here? Devatas. Air coming from here? Devatas. 1 second air blowing stop, then finish. So, all you are also into demigod. Devarin. Rishirin, sadhu, rishis, they also doing perform or sacrifice, fire sacrifice with it. For this regard, Shastra saying also rishirin. They worship. And the bhutarins, others living entities, they also helping to us. Rajrin, understand? King, he protects to us. What is called Rajrin also there. We are dates of the king. Pitririn, we also dates of our parents. But all kinds of Matririn also. We are indebted of our mother. Our Shastra says, if you free from the dates of your mother, they need 7 births. How many births? 7 births. So how to perform the dates of mother? The 7 births will come again. 7 mother will come or not? So how perform mother's dates? So for the Srimad Bhagavatam gives evidence. Gato mukundam parihitta kartavam. When you completely surrender lotus feet of Mukunda Bhagavan, Krishna, mukti dadati jasa iti mukunda. If you completely surrender lotus feet of Mukunda, then we free from all kinds of deaths. And that means if we completely surrender to the spirit of Krishna, Mukunda means Krishna, then we will free from all kinds of death. Matri-rin, Dev-rin, Pitri-rin, every rin is finished. Gato Mukunda Paribhatta Kartara. So how will completely surrender to Krishna, Mukunda? For this God Shastra first saying, first you surrender to Guru. Understand? Everybody want to take darshan to Guru, Krishna, Bhagavad darshan. But how will take Bhagavad darshan? First Guru darshan, then you take Bhagavad darshan. Gurudev one small lecture. They also put in the internet. Read there. Guru Bani. Without taking shelter, lotus feet of Guru, and Krishna will not give darshan to you. That's the evidence. Dhruva Prahlad. First take shelter, lotus feet of Guru Pada. So for the Adu, Guru Padasraya. First taking shelter, lotus feet of Guru Padasraya. Then Diksha, Siksha, Visram, Beno, Guru Seva. This is the process. Binu Guru Bhavanidhi Taruna Koi, Jo Birinchi, Sankara Sama Hoi. Tulsidas Ramcharit Manas. Very clearly explained this. Binu Guru Bhavanidhi Taruna Koi. One who has vast of knowledge, as like Brahma or Shiva, but he has no Guru. He will never deliver from this material world. Need is a Guru path. Only Guru, Guru-bhakti, this is our backbone of our sadhana bhajan. Guru path bod mein rahe jar nishtha bhakti, sangsar tadyasai dhare mahashakti. Guru-nishtha, Guru-bhakti. This is very important in our spiritual life. Gurudev Sri Ananga Goswami Maharaj, most of the class he also again and again repeated these verbs. Guru-nishtha, Guru-bhakti. How much you Guru-nishtha, Guru-bhakti? Because same nishtha going to where? Srimati Radhika. Radha-nishtha. Understand? Nishtha means steadiness. What kind of steadiness have you? Same thing is going in there. A to Z, everything is going there. Shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anartuti, nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhav, prem, sneha, man, pranay, rag, anurag, bhav, mahabhav, ruda, adhiruda. Then mohan, modan, then madanakha, mahabhav. Look. Everything is going there. Understand? So try to understand how Guru-nishtha need. Understand? Why I am saying this? Today we also celebrating Viraha-tithi of Sita-devi. Her nishtha, bhajan nishtha, guru-nishtha, seva-nishtha. 100% guarantee. She will attain to Golok Vrindavan, serve to divine Radha and Krishna. There is no doubt. Externally we are saying, oh, she suffered many, what is it called? Cancer, these things. That is called Indrajalik. Indrajalik also. That is called as like magician. Magician, they are also showing many kinds of tricks. Understand? Actually, this is the thing. Right? Because our Shastra gives evidence, just namabhas will come. And one semblance of holy names, namabhas. All your unearth, everything will be destroyed. Avidya, asmita, rag, desh, abhinivesh, pap, bij. Even commit the sinful activities. Desire to commit sinful activities. Papa, vasana, everything will be destroyed. Even prabdha, aprabdha, everything will be destroyed. How is it powerful? Namabhas. Madhurya Kadamini Grantha. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad explained. Ajamil just gave his son's name Narayan. And Putrovo Charito Namam Grinantu. Ajamil, he chanted his son's name Narayan. Then all his sinful activity destroyed from his heart. But when first day, when Ajamil gave his son's name Narayan, and uttered the Narayan that day. And others time also he again and again he chanted his son's name Narayan, Narayan. Narayan, please come here. Narayan, take prasad. Narayan, take food. Narayan, do these things. What is that? Well, that is called again and again chanting this thing. That is created the Sukriti. For this Sukriti, he got association with Vaishnava Sangha. Which Vaishnava? Vishnu Duta Sangha. The conversation between Vishnu Duta and Jamduta. Understand? He is listening. The glorification of Nam. That is called Sangha. Sadhu Sangha. Look this. How is it powerful this? Namabhas. Then again this Namabhas created Sukriti. Then Sadhu Sangha come. Or with Sadhu Sangha, then Bhakti-devi will come. Without association of Sadhu Sangha, Bhakti will not mass. Bhakti will not manifest. Namabhase haita mukti. When the Namabhas will come, you will get the liberation. But with the association of Sadhu Sangha, then Bhakti will come. You look at the Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastri Kai, Lavamatra, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool, Hai Sadhu Sangha. The root cause of Krishna Bhakti, that is called Sadhu Sangha. Understand these things? So Ajamil got this way Sadhu Sangha. Then he left his place. Then he went to Haridwar. Srimad Bhagavad explained this. Then he also drank the water, Gangajal, and chanted Vishnu mantra, Harinam, what is called Vishnu Nam, Krishna Nam, Narayan Nam mantra. Then same Vishnu Dutas came. 4 Vishnu Dutas again came. Then Ajamil asked, why did not you take me that time? That time Vishnu Duta told, that time you free from all the sinful activity. This is true. But prem not manifest. But now you chanting holy names, Narayan names. Suddha Nam comes. Now Bhakti will manifest your prem. So you are now qualified to go to Vaikuntha. It Bhagavatam very clearly explained this. Namabhase hoy mukti. This is true. Or Puna Namabhas, again and again Namabhas, that creates the Sukriti. Puna again and again, their Namabhas creates the Sukriti. And that Sukriti how to get the association of sadhu sangha. Yogamasi will be this way. Powerful this. If you say, no, I don't believe, and he is also free from all the anartha. You cannot say this one. Naam, holy name is very powerful. Nama mantra is very powerful. Give an example. As like the snake. And snake also comes out from his skin. And you are looking is what? That skin. And same size, same this thing. Shape. Actually, in the same way, chanting of the holy names. And when your predicted time will come. Everything is what? Predicted time will come. Narada himself told, when my predicted time will come, then I give up my this body. Panchabhutik sarir. I gave up my matter body and attend to the abode of Lord. Understand? In the same way, those who are chanting holy names, servicing Guru and Vaishnava, then when our predicted time will come, he will come out from this material body and going to transcend the body to going to Guru-bhakti. Maybe again you will say, no, I don't believe, so what will do? Because conditional soul, they want to know everything with their logic, intellect. Then Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, okay, I tell you, Sucinang Simotang Gye Yoga Vrashto Vijayate. Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, one who performs or practice bhakti yoga, but before achieve his perfection goal, if he will give up his body, where will go? Where will he go? Maybe a question will come. Sucinang simotangri yogavrashta vijayate, Krishna says, I will take birth in high class aristocracy and Vaishnava family. Balavindavan Bihari Lal ki. If you read the Bhagavad Gita, very clearly says, Sucinang simotangri yogavrashta vijayate. He has doing bhakti yoga, one who practices bhakti yoga, before achieve his perfection goal. So what will go? Then Lord will arrange how to take birth in high class aristocracy family. Which aristocracy? Vaishnava Griha Janam. And will have a lot of wealth of money. Then automatically he will serve Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan as much as he like. Bhagavad Seva. It's for this Krishna is tell this katha. Sucinang Simatang Griha Yogavrashta Vijayate. Jiva Goswami Pad very clearly explained this philosophy also. Many times also speaking this katha. Once Brahmana, he worshipped his Thakurji. Just he left that the ghee lamps. Thakurji's worshipped Thakurji and ghee lamp he left inside the temple. When that the, what is it called? Ghee wicks about to establish. In the meantime, one mouse came. Mouse thinking this is food. Then mouse just caught that the ghee wicks with his sharp teeth. Or then ghee, there is a flame coming up. Then there's mouth completely was burned and rolling in front of the Thakurji with that ghee wick. A Thakurji is saying, oh, he's offering arati. Our conception, our Lord's conception completely different. सबके विचार एक नहीं. Everybody's concepts are not same. We are thinking, oh, what is happened? But when you come in the upper level stage, do bhajan and sadhana, then you can see. Everybody can understand, can look everything according to their own level. These are things. The same way. Lord is saying, this mouse is offering ghee lamps. Arati. Jai Jai Radha Krishna Jugalam. Look this. When mouse left this body, the soul of the mouse, Atma, entered in the body of princess. Now mouse is coming in the body of princess. Rajkumari Garjan. You understand? Rajkumari means princess. Suchinang Simatandri. High class. Aristocracy. Rajgrihi Janma. Rajgrihi Janma. Take birth in the
royal family.
Royal family. Which royal family? Bhakta family. Not just the completely atheist family, no. Bhakta family. Jiv Goswami Pad explained. Bhakti Sandarbha. There is spontaneous. The small baby Rajkumari. She also offering Arti to Thakurji. Then she got association of sadhu, Narad Rishi. Not mentioned, saying that she got association of sadhu. And with the sadhu, Bhakti-devi manifest in her heart, then she attained to Golok Vrindavan. Sadhus. This is the process of how bhakti is very powerful. One thing that bhakti, maybe she can tolerate everything, but she does not tolerate one thing. What is that? Sadhu ninda, Vaishnava ninda. Never criticize any sadhu. If you criticize to sadhu satang ninda, then everything is what? Finished. This is the thing. Very powerful this. Why I am saying this is the this qualification in Sita Devi. She serves Vaishnava, always smiling face, cooking, servicing. And she never criticized to anyone, never heard. And never complained. Even her sickness, what is called, at that time also, he down, what is called, lockdown. I said 1 or 2 times, she also sent money. I said, no need money, no need. But you know, I want to serve. Brajmandal Parikrama, Navadi Dham Parikrama. I told, no need money. But she must eager to serve. Vaishnava Seva, Dham Seva. Especially, she served Navadvip Dham. You cannot imagine. The one who served to Navadvip Dham, what kinds of benefit will get? Understand? Dham Seva, Vaishnava Seva, Guru Seva. Her nishtha is this. Seva hi paramam dharma. Bhakti means is what? Seva vritti, tendency to serve. Seva vritti, so much servitual mood, seva vritti. Etavad janma sapalam pranartha dhiya vacha shreya acharana sada. Srimad Bhagavatam gives evidence. Your life will be successful if you serve Guru, Vaishnava. With your body, mind, speech, or financial. Anyhow, you will serve to Guru, Vaishnava. You will get the benefit. Etavad janma sapalam pranartha dhiya vacha shreya acharana sada. Srimad Bhagavatam gives evidence. Seva vritti. When will this seva vritti this will come? Tendency will serve. Then automatically Krishna Naam, only Krishna Naam, automatically what? Dance on your tongue. Tunde tanuri vitundite tundabuni labdai. Rupa Goswami Pad composed this verse. Vidagda Madhav Natakam. Now we are chanting holy name, very difficult. Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Understand? But when Suddha Naam will manifest, that will automatically dance on your tip of the tongue. Jihar Agrade Chali. Automatically dance, standing. Very difficult to stop. Eating, sleeping, automatically Krishna Naam will be done. Suddha Naam. Bhagavat Naam. So just I also discussed these things. Sita Devi. And she must attend to Golok Vrindavan. This is true. So we also remembering and her service, Seva Vritti. And one thing just I will tell you, Saralata. Who is called Vaishnava? Who is very simple. Saralatai Vaishnavata. Who is Vaishnava? Who is very simple. No duplicity or no hypocrisy. Saying one thing or doing another thing. That is called what? Duplicity. Or she was always very simple. Saral. Saral hoile gorar vichar bujya leile. If you simple, then you understand and the conception of Mahaprabhu vichar. Or if you try to understand according to your own knowledge, 1,000 lives you can understand. Nayangat Mahaprabhu labbo no me doya no bahuna srutena jo me vishe brunte teno labbo tassis atma vibrunte tanusha. So there are many evidence of our Shastra and always chant holy names and how to become Saral. Saral, understand? Very simple. No duplicity, no hypocrisy. These things. Everything will automatically manifest in life. Simplicity. Chant holy names Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Sita Devi, her life is very nice and all you also spoke and glorified about him, especially Malati Didi. She knows through her, because she knows her language also. Understand? Khag jane, khag ki bhasha. You understand? Khag jane, khag ki bhasha. Then birds, they know the bird's language. So Tulsidas using this word. Khag jane, khag ki bhasha. Khag means birds. Understand? This katha is actually Kag Bhushandi. And Godur Prasanga. Understand? Godur sometimes also are confused about Ram Leela. The Ramchandra is Bhagavan or not? Because Ram and Lakshman completely are bind with the Sarpavan. Sarpavan, understand? Snake, arrow. Sarpavan. Then Narada told, here Godur, come, look, your master, Lord Ram, Parabrahma Ram, what is doing this Leela? Then Godur is thinking, how possible? My master Ram, Bhagavan, Vishnu. How possible the snake? Binding. When Gaurur came, just the smell of the bodies of the Gaurura. Then snake disappear. Then Gaurur mind very disturbed. So how possible Ram is Parabrahma Bhagavan? Because our Shastra also explain. Naam lete hi bhavasindhu tarai sukhai. Just chanting Ram Naam, Krishna Naam, all your sinful activities and free from the bondage. Bandhan Mukta. And now my master Ramchandra Parabrahma Bhagavan, he also bound by the arrow of snake. So Guru mind very disturbed. Guru think, just I coming out from my place and my bodily smell coming, then Guru, snake, ran away. So I think this is Parabrahma Ram or not, Bhagavan or not? His mind very disturbed. Then Gaurura, he came, Shivji, asked to Lord Shiva, tell to me. Now Bhagavan Ramchandra, he is doing this lila, he is Bhagavan or ordinary human being? Then Shivji smiled. Shivji wrote, Gaurur, you have some doubts. Or one who doubts with Guru and Bhagavan, sangsatma vinashyati. You understand? If you have doubts with Guru and Krishna, then you will lose everything. Sangsatma vinashyati. So Shivji told, okay, all your doubts will be dispelled with the association of Kag Bhushundi. Kag Bhushundi, crow. So you go to the crow. Kag Bhushundi will be dispel all your doubts. Then Guruji, he is flying, coming on the top of the mountain of the Himalayas. Then he saw Kag Bhushundi. Kag means kawa, crow. Crow is sitting on the top of the mountain, and many Rishi Munis, Devatas, they manifested the form of birds and listen Hari Katha, Ram Katha from the mouth of Kag Bhushundi. And Guruji, he is the king of the birds. Are very far he is sitting. When Hari Katha finished, then Guruji, he came in front of Kag Bhushundi. And he asked this Katha. The Ramchandra is Parabrahma Bhagavan, or he is an ordinary human being, person. Then Kag Bhushundi told, hey Guruji, you committed offense, aparadh. For this regard, you lose everything. Because when doubts come, then sangsatma vinasati, finished. Then Kag Bhushundi, the crow, he also explained this katha. But Brahma, this is Bhagavan. Ramchandra is Supreme Personality. Ramchandra is Bhagavan. Just he is doing this lila, human being lila. This thing. So many instructions there. Upadesh, Kag Bhushundi, he told to Guruji. Actually, this is also lila. And teaching to the conditional soul. Loka Siksha. This. So now we come to this. Why I am saying these things? Never you doubts with Guru and Vaishnava and Bhagavan. Understand this? Chant holy names, and when your time will come, then automatic realization will come. These are the things. Chant holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But one thing, I am not saying just the blind faith, I am not saying this way. Two kinds of faith. One is called blind faith, Andhavishwas. Andhavishwas, blind faith. Or another is a spiritual faith. Not both are not same. Spiritual faith coming from mercy of Guru and Krishna. And according to the evidence of Shastra. Our blind faith, we have no Shastra Vichar, no Sukriti. And that time they also running behind the blind faith. Understand? But if you have Sukriti, and what is Sukriti? Spiritual pious activity. Then spiritual faith will come. Shastra Vichar. And that will be recommended by Shastra. Shastra Vichar. These things also. Just to tell you, finish our class. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu's Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in Vrindavan. And he took darshan, Vrindavan darshan. One day Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting in Imlitala. Imlitala is there. Then some people told, in night time Krishna performs what is called dance on the hood of Kaliya. Night time we are looking. In this Kali Yuga, Krishna, he is dance. He is dancing on the hoods of Kali. And Mahaprabhu smiled. Why? Mahaprabhu is thinking, I am Krishna here. But they have blind faith. They are thinking, Krishna is performing and dance on the hoods of Kali. Then Mahaprabhu laughed. Mahaprabhu did not say anything. Okay, tomorrow when Mahaprabhu very humble, Mahaprabhu, when Krishna will manifest in your heart, then you understand. Understand? Then one day, one night, one devotee went in there. And in the middle of the Yamuna, also, actually the midnight, some fishermen fishing the fish. And they put one, what is it called? Lamp. On the boat. And when boat also rocking, and that also, light also rocking. So those who are very far, they are thinking, oh, Krishna is dancing on the hood of Kaliya. Then next month, Mahaprabhu laughed. Because in this Kali Yuga, who is Bhagavan? Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Takta Sudesya Sureshya Rajya Lakshmi Dharmishtarja Vachasa Jad Garna Arna Maya Mrigam Daitiv Sita Annadhavada Bande Mahapurusde Charanarvindam. Srimad Bhagavatam gives evidence, 11th canto. The conversation between 9 rishis and Nemi Maharaj. And in this Kali Yuga, how will you know who is Bhagavan? This verse very clearly explains. And Krishna Varnam Tisa Krishna Sangupangastra Parsham Jagga Sangrita Prari Jajanti Hi Sumedash. And in this Kali Yuga, Krishna appeared in the form of Sachinandana Gaur Hari. And Krishna Varnadhyam, Krishna Varnam. He is always chanting Krishna Nam. Tisa or Krishna. And his complexion, golden complexion. Krishna Tisa Krishna. And Sango Pango. And he comes with his brother Baladev Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. And Mahavishnu. Sadashiv. Come. And Gadadhar Pandit. Srivas Thakur. Krishna Baramtisa Sango Pango. Astra is Kali Yuga. What is his weapon? Namastra. This verse, Krishna Varnam Tisa Krishna Sangopangasya Parshadam Jaggai Sankirtan Pravish Jayanti Sumedas. In this Kali Yuga, and same Krishna will be worshipped with Nam Sankirtan Jagga. And he himself chanting his own names. Krishna Varnam, Krishna Varnadhyam Ratati Jasiti Krishna Varnam. These things. Similarly, in this Kali Yuga, Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appears. Are those who have not knowledge of Shastra Gyan, they are thinking, and another Bhagavan, many Bhagavans. Why I am saying those who have no knowledge of the scriptures, they have, that is called blind faith, andhavishwas. They are going here and there. So, in this Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan. And he is our Upasya Dev also. What's it? And in this Kali Yuga, who is our Upasya Dev? Upasya Dev, who is our worshipful Devi? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaura Sundar. Understand this? But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, don't worship to me. Worship to Krishna. He is saying. This is his humility, Daina. And this thing. Mahaprabhu is saying this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so far this is our church saying, Gaur Anugatta Radha Govinda Seva. You worship to divine Radha and Krishna under guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Gaur Anugatta Radha Govinda Seva. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told everybody, chant holy names. But how to chant holy names? And under guidance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaur Anugatta, Gaura Seva, Gaur Dham, Gaur Nam, and chant Gaur Nam, Sarv Gaur Sundar, Dham. Dham means his abode. Gaur Dham, Gaur Nam, very powerful. Jatha Jatha Gaura Padar Binde, Binde Bhuad Katapunna Punja, Tatha Tatha Sarpahiri Akasman, Radha Padambujo, Sudhamburashi. Just to completely surrender to the spirit of Sachinandana Gaura Hari, automatically Radha Prem will manifest in your heart. Jata Jata Gaura Padar Binde. You surrender to Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Radha Prem automatically manifests in your heart. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? They combine form of divine couple Radha and Krishna. Radha Krishna Militatan Sachinandana Gaura. So Gaura Seva. Or without servicing of Sachinandana Gaur Hari, any method you can attend to, also Krishna, who is the beloved of the gopis. Without taking shelter, lotus feet of Gaur Dham, you will never attain to Vrindavan Dham. Aradhito Navavanam Vrindavanaste. Naradhito Navavanam Vrindavana eva dure. Aradhito Dijasuta Brajanagaraste. Naradhito Dijasuta Nataveha Krishna. Aradhito Navavanam. Navavanam means Navadip Dham. One who worships Navadip Dham, Gaura Dham, 100% guarantee. He will go Vrindavan Dham. Or one who not worship Navadip Dham, he never attain to Vrindavan Dham. Aradhito Dijasuta. One who worships Sachinandana Gaur Hari, 100% guarantee. He will attain to Krishna, who is the beloved of the gopis. Or Naradhito Dijasuta. Nataveha Krishna. If you now worship Sachinandana Gaur Hari, you will never attain Krishna, who is the beloved of the Lord. So our duty is how to worship Gaura-dham and Gaura-sandar. This thing. For this regard, Narahari Sarkar always saying this, Manre kahana Gaura katha. O mind, always utter Gaura-nam, Gaura-dham. Manre kahana Gaura katha. Amar Gaure nam, Amiyar dham, Piriti murati data. Ami sayane Gaura, sapane Gaura, Gaura nayane tara. Hari jibane Gaura, marane Gaura, Gaura golaro hara. Manre kahana Gaura katha. O mind, always glorify about Gaura katha. Sachinandan Gaur katha. Gaur katha means actually Krishna katha. Radharani's katha is there. Srimati Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental madness means the Radharani's transcendental madness. Last 12 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying in Gambhira and always absorbed in the same transcendental madness of Srimati Radhika. Radhika bhav jeje uddhav darshane sei mato rahe Prabhu ratri dine. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always absorbed in the transcendental madness of Srimati Radhika. Kaha mor prananath murali vadan, kaha jaun kaha paun brajendra nandan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always thinks I am Radha. Now my beloved Govinda, he left me. So day and night, feeling separation. And crying, Kaha mor prananath murali vadan. Kaha jaun kaha paun brajendra nandan. Where I will go? Where I will take darshan my beloved Govinda, who always keeps the float. How is he beautiful? Lotus face. Mahaprabhu day and night crying this. So I am saying, because if you feel separation of Sachinandan Gaur Hari, Gaur Dham, then automatically Radha Prem will manifest in heart. Understand? Everybody have to come Gaur Dham. Gaur Dham means Navadviv Dham. Navadviv Dham is called the embodiment of Vipralambha Dham and separation. Gaur Dham is called the embodiment of Audarja. Audarja, understand? Magnanimity. And Gaur Dham will give everything to us. And Krishna Nam, Krishna Dham kare aparadir vichar. Nam lile aparadir nahai vikar. Gaur Nityanande nahi ye sab vichar. Nam lile prem den bahi asudhar. If you chant Krishna Nam, you have to consider 10 offerings of the holy names. But Gaur Nityanande nahi ye sab vichar. There are no any consideration. Just chant Gaur Nam. Krishna Prem will manifest in God. Udarja mein vigrah Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Hello Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Why am I saying? All actually the glorification of Sita Devi. She went to Navadviv Dham. Dham Parikrama. In your life once, just once you take, once you do Dham Parikrama. Navadviv Dham Parikrama. What kinds of benefit you will get? You don't know. All the demigods, they are hankering how to take birth in Navadviv Dham, Gaura Dham. Understand? So those who are coming Navadviv Dham, they are very lucky. Gaur Dham. Gaur Dham, Gaur Naam. Balo Vrindavan Vihari Lal ki Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari. So, I pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Divine Radha and Krishna. Whatever she is staying, and servicing Gaur Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and even Radha and Krishna. She is giving blessing to us. Then one day we will realize our sadhana and bhajan. Jai Sita Devi ki Jai Jai Gaur Premanandi. Okay, now take Mahaprasad.
What is the relation between Guru and disciple after Goloka Vrindavan?
After Goloka Vrindavan?
Yes.
After Goloka Vrindavan? In Goloka Vrindavan. When we will go, that time we will see. Understand? When we will go, Goloka Vrindavan. Now chant holy name. Siddha-pranali. Then you if I tell you can understand. How many rounds you are chanting? How many rounds you are chanting? 20. Okay. But when you chant every day 64 rounds. After 10 years, what did he say?
64 rounds in 10 years.
Then you like this. Understand?
Many apartments, many work to
I chant holy name. You understand? All you are Vaishnava. Who is not Vaishnava? Who is Vaishnava? He is saying, I am not Vaishnava. Understand? Vaishnava will never say, I am Vaishnava. Do you understand? What did he say?
Vaishnava never thinks that he is Vaishnava.
This is the nature. Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. They are very nice Leela Katha. He has one disciple told Gurudev. There one person he also told, you are Kanishta Adhikari. Then Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami took his Japamala. Oh, Vaishnava say, I am
Kanishta.
Now
I know my Adhikar.
I don't know even. Now Vaishnava give me
some qualification.
Some qualification. I am
Kanishta.
So one day I will become Madhyam, then next time I will become Uttam. This is good one. Vaishnava ne will say. Krishna Das Kaviraj say, Mor naam jai sune tar paap hoy, Mor naam jai loy tar punnak hoy. Emon nirganna mare keva kripa kare, Ek nityananda vinu jagat manjari. Krishna Das Kaviraj very humble. I am very fallen. Vaishnava means Vaishnava always very humble. Or sometimes people can understand their humility, they think this is true. That is called Vanchit.
Bereft.
Cheating.
Cheating.
Gaur Premanandi.
Nandi Hari Hari Bol.
Okay, take Mahaprasad. Oye Vaishnava
Thakura Dayara Sagara Edase Karuna Kori
Hare
Diya Pada Chaya Sada He Hamare Tumhara Charana Jaya Dosha Shakti Jaya Guna
Guru-deva ki
Jai. Prabhupada ki Jai.
Put some Mahaprabhu, you can offer to her.
Devi.
You understand? And all kinds of preparation. Little. You put one plate. Then here I will wash. Okay. To practice.
Achhi.
And put on Tulasi.
Yeah, offer right.
Now we will go take Prasad. Jai. Tomorrow Mangalarti. 6:50. Okay, good. Personal servant of Bhakti Krishna Maharaj. His name is Ananga Manjari. What is his name?
Ananga Manjari. Yes.
He became sick. Then admitted in hospital. Then found here
Tuberculosis. TBC, tuberculosis.
Vomiting blood. Then Param Guru Maharaj sent him in Madras hospital. But that time he was very serious. Param Guru Maharaj told to Prabhu Nayan Goswami Maharaj, you have to go and take care. Then Nayan Goswami Maharaj came. And after a few days, Ananga Manjari, he left him. Then Ananga Goswami Maharaj, he returned back to Mathura, Navadvip. That time, when he departed, that time Ananga Goswami Maharaj, he wrote one letter to Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Ye Gurudev, you gave me one valuable thing, but I can't do protect. When Param Guru Maharaj read this letter, Param Guru Maharaj, he was crying inside. Then after few days, Ananga Goswami Maharaj, he returned back to Madras to Navadvip. He met with Param Guru Maharaj, then called Param Guru Maharaj Kaj. So this lila you can read and stop. Gurudev, that Gurudev. Acharya Keshav. Sevak Bhakti. So much pain from love and affection, repeat. Good. Mahaprabhu. Chant. Take Ram Diksha Mantra.
Forever indebted to Srila Guru. Forever indebted to Sri Guru. forever indebted to Sri Guru. Joyfully indebted.
Okay, we will chant Gayatri Mantra, then take Mahaprasad. Okay? Oh, let me. अरे मानी नहीं हानि
C'est mantra.
peux tenir
Om Madhirna Santoshi Madhurnapta Davasu Modhumat Parthivaraya Om Modhu Duttarustu Napita Madhunano Vanaspoti Madhatu Sujja Madhivar Madhivar Bhavantu Naha Om Madhur Naha Om Om Brilabhati Vishnuvishi Gati Sandhosh Vishnu Devata Pragi Vindhuva Om Pita Sarga Pita Dharma Pita Paramam Tapa Pitari Prithimapanne Priyante Sarva Devata Om Jad Garvina Jayate Loke Jassa Snehena Jivita Sa Sikshadiswari Mata Nasti Matri Samam Guru Om Devatabha Pitrivascha Bhagavatabha Evacha Namo Sadhai Sai Nityam Evastu Bhavantu Naha Om Nitadhama Prapta Om Gutrancha Vardhanancha Sadhucha Na Obhavagamat Nityam Bhagavad Pada Varne Madhuvastu Ittara Sarudiyata Om Kriti Satya Om Om Pedan Pundarikacham Sarva Jagestaro Bhari Tasmin Tushte Jagat Tushta Priniti Prinitam Jagataha Om Jatsanga Krita Karma Ajanata Vyakpas Ajanata Dhammam Bhavatu Tat Sarvam Harinama Kirtanam Etat Karma Karam Sri Krishna Arpanam Ustu Om Bhagavad Gita Om Idam Sarvam Karma Om Vishnu Samarapayit Om Asmat Kuli Mata Chocha Badiri Rangna Vidyate Avahi Sitana Sarvana Dharva Prishtit Lukodoi Om Mata Moha Kuli Choji Bhutina Jesangna Vidyate Avahi Sitana Sarvana Dharva Prishtit Lukadoi Om Bulvarga Kuli Choguti Jesana Vidyati Avahisitana Sarvana Dharva Vishtiti Lukudoi Om Kuli Choguti Jesana Vidyati Tesam Uddhartha Imam Pidana Dadamaham Om Vajangadandadi Kochiti Garva Praklita Samudanatha Ivan Mahapindam Danapam Dadami Aham Om Ugnidagdasya Jiva Japadhadasta Apari Vidduchura Aratin Chura Hotaji Tibbam Pinda Dadamam Om Damahe Mritaji Sinhadabrahatastradi Dhamshri Sindhidavi Tibbam Pinda Dadamam Om Siddhamitaji Visashya Jitanam Apsuradina Pisam Pinda Dadamam Om Aranye Varmani Vane Kudaya Krishna Hatta Bhuta Pita Vyasasya Dibbam Pinda Dadamam Om Rudovicham Karmisri Sakalo Sutvicham Vrita Tesam Udratam Imam Pinda Mahadadam Anina Jatana Samsta Prito Luki Jagata Tesam Udratam Imam Pinda Dadamaham Om Anina Jatana Samsta Jini Jamakim Kari Tesam Udratam Imam Pinda Dadamaham Om Nargisu Samastisu Jatnasu Jistita Tesam Udanartha Imam Pinda Dadamaham Om Pusijuni Gadaja Savisri Pasripa Tatha Brikha guru-nishtha Evam Pinda Dadamaham Om Jattadastanata Gyano Antaptina Karmana Manusam Sarvasantibba Pindam Dadamaham Om Dibbadiha Guru-nishtha Pitari Badvadaya Ritam Srita Mrita Asamjata Jitibvam Pinda Dadamaham Jikochit Kechit Pe Etaru Vatuvani Piturvu Mama He Sarva Triktama Vastu Pinda Danena Sarvadaha Om Jesa Vandava Vandava Jena Janmani Vandava Tesam Pindu Maya Dattu Akshna Supa Tishtatam Pitrivam Sutvam Mrita Cha Matrivam Secha Mrita Guru Sasura Bandhanam Dichan Vandava Mrita Jekude Mautin Kula Pinda Putrodara Vivorchita Kriya Loka Paragata Te Jaktavanda Pangavastatha Virupa Mugarvascha Jata Jata Kule Mama Tesam Pindudevi Maya Datta Ksusa Patishram Om Brahmanu Abrahmanutri Pitrivam Sujata Matristata Mamsarvara Madhyata Kuladvaiji Mama Dasa Bhutasta Bhritta Pathemastrita Sevakascha Mitrani Sapram Pasavaketa Dishtam Tripokaya Janmantri Mama Dasa Bhutastevita Pinda Dadani Idam Mahaprasadam Aham Nividayami Krishna Guru Mahaprasad Mahavindadanam ki jai Jai Mahaprasadam Nividayami इसको कोई खाना नहीं चाहिए इसको पानी में बाहर टीचर थ्रो अंदर वाटर
La Seine. The river in Paris is called La Seine. The river that flows in Paris is called La Seine.
Okay, get this prasad. Take Mahaprasad.